Bat Force Radio.
Bat Force Radio is rated M for mature, or should that be immature?
Grumps and Gramps, tons of laughs with Grumps and Gramps. Grumps and Gramps, tons of laughs with Grumps and Gramps. Grumps and Gramps, tons of laughs with Grumps and Gramps.
Hello, welcome back to Grumps and Gramps. This is episode 24.
Kobe.
24. There you go. I'm Gramps from Dallas, Texas.
I'm Grumps from New York City.
We also got our main man, Dunk.
From
Everything
Albany,
Batman
New York.
2, Albany, New York. Everything Batman 219, the man that puts the miles in the aisles. And then we got Dirty Jersey. Jesus.
Jesus believers.
Jersey in the building.
All right.
Slash New York, right?
Same difference if you're north, right?
To a tourist like me, yeah, it's all the same. All right. So, yeah, episode 24. And, man, it's been, what, about 3, maybe 4 weeks since our last show. But as always in the Fig Life, I mean, that's an eternity because there's stuff coming out all the time, stuff arriving on our doorsteps all the time. Stuff in the aisles.
The Fig Life don't sleep.
Yeah. Dunk, you've had a good haul today. Show us what you found in your quests.
So there was my morning routine, as everyone knows, go to Walmart, get my kombucha, and walk around. There was a whole Batman display. So I'm going to start off with Future State Batman.
Well, that's a cool one. I have not seen that one yet. So that's with the next Batman character, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's is it Lucia's son?
Luke, is it Luke
Yeah,
Fox?
I think Luke Fox.
Then we got a DC Rebirth,
Okay.
which I've seen these around, but I think these come with a Build-A-Fig at first?
I'm not sure.
Don't think so.
I think so. And then, today's the 23rd, so we're actually a week away from the release of this movie that a lot of us are waiting for, except Gramps. Then we got I found the Batman Unmasked.
Oh.
That's a good case for not seeing the movie, but yes, okay.
Then there's a Bruce Wayne, which is pretty different. It's like, kind of looks like he's in the desert or something. He's like really covered up.
That's the
Drifter.
Yeah.
He's kind of like in disguise as a
Little backpack for his comics.
Right.
he's slumming it basically to
So you're the reason why McFarlane Toys won the award for action figure line of the year.
Well, I guess this is for other people. It's not even all for me.
Nice.
Then the statues. So the regular statue.
So how tall is that?
It's 12 inch. Yeah, 12 inch. Yeah.
Okay. And it's a statue. It's a PVC statue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I don't even know where to go next, but like my favorite one that I like is the red and black version. This is the gold label.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty beefy box.
Yeah. So this was actually pretty dope. And it kind of looks like, honestly, like with the red and black, isn't it kind of Spawnish?
Well, yeah. I think that would look cool if you actually had like some red lights to kind of put it on a shelf or something with some
like a nice
red
display.
light. Yeah, make it a display because otherwise it looks just kind of weird to me if it just stands.
Which is a figure that we had that you opened and it had lighting?
The Predator.
Yeah, like
You
wouldn't
found
be cool
that for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Would it be cool if that had like red lighting, like the moment you open it, and it was like that would have made more sense. But then we wouldn't be paying these prices.
Right.
And then the McFarlane Platinum Edition, which doesn't make sense because that's gold label.
Gold label
This
is
is
red.
platinum.
Platinum is gold.
But the platinum's gold. So
well, platinum's worth more.
yeah, but yeah, that was the end of my finds today.
What was the price on that?
So the statues at Walmart were going for $41.98.
Okay.
It's nuts. But like, if you're stuck looking on eBay, I think the gold's going for like 100, 120. Then the platinum is going for 100, 120, and then the gold label is similar price, but you can find it for like $60. It's tough.
You should take those to the movie premiere and just set up a booth table and just wait for the nerds to pile out the movie and just sell it to them right there.
I got an extra seat. They could just be sitting right next to me and just pick it up.
Also, to add to Dunks, I was able to find the Drifter bike.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, he's pretty cool. And unfortunately, I did buy him, but it was just out of impulse because they were together,
Well, so that was Target?
This was Target, yeah. He's
I gotta go find the bike.
He's kind of readily available. It was a little too expensive for my taste, to be honest, just for this bike. But it's cool.
What did the bike run?
It's going for $29.
Okay.
Damn, they boosted up another $5. The hype.
Yeah.
Now,
and
I have a question about that.
It needs a serious paint job. Like the paint is very matted. I think if you get the right people to kind of touch it up, it could really look a lot better. But I'm sorry, what was that?
How would that scale with like an actual 1/12 6-scale figure?
Nope. Doesn't.
No.
Doesn't.
Yeah, because
looks big.
McFarlane's are significantly taller. I think they're at least 7 inches. Where, yeah, you're going to be at least an inch and a half short or an inch.
It's just going to look wonky.
Yeah.
Somebody made a video on YouTube, and they don't work. They don't.
Well,
it's too big. Like their legs don't fit around on the seat.
What about for like a Mezco? Because I mean, Mezco is actually around 6.5.
No, the Mezco doesn't. No.
Really?
It's the other vehicles that he made, scale well, but apparently this one doesn't work.
It's tough. I also found like the DKR line, the Superman, the Joker, the Carrie Kelly, and DKR Batman. But I was disappointed. Nothing new. I wanted the Carrie Kelly, but it's like a little ass Carrie Kelly and like big ass pieces of the horse. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the horse right now. I just want the Carrie Kelly. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe a 2-pack in the future, maybe a 4-pack without the horse. I don't know, but I'll wait.
McFarlane released it as a 4-pack a couple months ago, but it's because it offered the horse. That was the incentive.
Yeah,
which is kind of weird because he usually does the opposite. He usually offers after everyone has bought everything, then they offer the 4-pack after. But he did it early.
He did that with the Robins, the Crows.
Well, speaking of McFarlane, I mean, I did find this dude in the aisle.
Nice.
And Grumps, you did a really good review on your Instagram the other day, and I watched it after I had already gone out to take some photos because I wanted to take photos of this dude. I mean, this dude, this sculpt is amazing, and I mean, this is really like a 1/6 scale figure. I mean, he's taller than 12 inches.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to like a 1/12 figure, I mean, he's just giant compared to them. I've got him standing next to like a Marvel Legends, and he's over twice as tall as that guy.
In the video, I think I put him up against the Marvel Select Hulk, and he towers over. That's a massive figure, and he towers over that.
Damn.
Well, I've got a right down here, I've got a 1/6 scale Marvel Legend Daredevil. He looks over him. I mean, so it's really cool that they built this figure.
Yeah.
Even though it's a 1/12 scale, they built him with some mass to represent, how he is in the comic. Yeah, I've got like some woods and some, I wouldn't say swamp, but it's just kind of some marshy land, and take him out and grabbed a photo of him. I'm gonna
Got your shoes dirty.
Yeah, I did. Put him
Yeah,
out
that's a
there
great
in the
picture.
swamp, and got my shoes dirty, but
in his habitat.
yeah, I was happy
Yeah.
about that. And then I saw somebody
Yeah.
else on Instagram that did one that looked 50 times better, and I just kind of
whatever.
no. What was cool about theirs is they made their swamp in their house with. They went out. They got a couple of sticks and some fake moss from Hobby Lobby, and put some backlight and some of that atmosphere spray. And I was like,
Yeah.
why didn't I think of that? Here I am trouncing around
In an
in the
actual
mud,
swamp.
in the swamp, scratching
It looks
myself
like
up.
shit.
Yeah. I'm so stupid.
That's
Did it
dedication,
in
man.
his living room and it looks better. Fuck that guy.
I was pissed.
Yeah, Gramps has mosquito bites in places he can't itch.
Yeah.
Dude, I stepped in dog shit. I was just miserable. Carrying around a backpack with all my gear and all this stuff, and this dude just makes it right on this table. It's just amazing.
Just went to Hobby Lobby. Done.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't you have another picture of the swamp thing?
I did, but I didn't
too?
upload it.
You know,
Yeah.
okay.
It
was a good one.
I may. I don't know. I mean, should I post them on my Grandpa Batman
Yeah.
account?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Do it.
I like the
Because
way
it
the
doesn't
eyes
fit my
came out.
MO. I don't know. I'll
Just throw it up on the stories, you know.
Just do it. I'll just do it.
Some people
fake
have been
life.
painting this damn thing, and they've been painting it like amazing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I took
I
some
wouldn't know
brown
where to
paint
start.
and just kind of went over a couple of the
The matted.
yeah, like you can kind of see maybe a little bit like right in here and
Yeah.
around here and all that stuff, and also on his back, just to kind of give a little depth and stuff, because
Yeah.
I mean they did a really good job with the paint job, but it really is overly green when I first put it through my camera, and I was like, yeah, we need some depth and some more additional color to kind of separate all the vines and stuff like that. So but yeah, I've seen one guy, he like literally painted over everything. It's crazy.
You know, some people had to because they got the gray figure.
Yeah, I was one of those people at first.
When I saw that, I was like, I'd take that because I'd love to paint that. But then when I got it in hand, I was like, oh hell no, this thing
Mad
is,
paint.
Yeah.
this is like a 2-week job to do, man.
But listen, if he's gonna do that, he needs to do a paint by number. You know, like give people a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be like a set with paint and everything. Just like
You should
paint
just
your own thing. Like fuck.
buy some brown paint, some green paint, mix it up, and then just drop him in there and then pick him up. Because I mean,
Yeah.
this thing is big.
Just tie-dye
it
it.
around and fuck it.
Yeah, let's get some spray paint. But
The
yeah.
next one is Clayface.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah, it's coming in April, so we'll see.
I'm still on the fence about that, but I mean, you know, he kind of is one of those rogues where they don't make a lot of figures of him.
Nah, I have two, I think. So
I would say you can't go wrong with a clay face. You know, it's like
yeah, I have
he's
the
going to be
Mattel
massive.
And what was the other one? The animated series Clayface, and I think that's it.
But is he going to come with like, you know, swap out hands?
Yeah, he has to. He has to come with like, you know, that mud ball spiked hand or whatever.
I don't know.
I may do it because Grumps talks me into buying everything anyway. Speaking of that, he's such a bad influence. Let me show you. He shows me this and was like, "You didn't buy this?" This is what he says all the time. "You didn't buy that?" And then I end up spending $100 buying Rorschach from.
You're gonna fucking love that. That's why.
Well, and this is one of those. There are now these unofficial figure manufacturers that are doing such awesome jobs. I mean, look at this thing. Yeah. And they've already had one order go out and people have them in hand. Grumps, I think you have one in hand.
Yeah.
And now it was so popular. Now they've got a second order coming out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So is that a cloth face or?
No, sculpted.
Sculpted. That'd be sick.
But they give you 3 different heads. So in addition to the unmasked.
Okay, so what's your opinion on it? And give us a little synopsis.
My opinion, this figure is 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, everything fits in this little box, tiny little box. You get 2 trays full of stuff. The head sculpts are amazing. In particular, the actor's likeness. I forget his name. Is it Jackie Earl Haley? I forget.
Okay.
It looks better on the,
right
on the picture, but it's one of the best actors' likenesses that I've ever seen. Yeah, I mean the head sculpts are cool. You get a gun, a book. You get the clown button, a rose, a butcher knife, all these hands, the aerosol can, grappling gun.
I want a full line of Watchmen.
The only thing I don't like or I dislike about this figure is that the ankles, there's not a lot of ankle movement.
Yeah.
Left to right. And that's, a small complaint. The belt is wired on the jacket. The jacket is weathered. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's weathered in some spots.
Okay.
Hat comes off. Oh, the head came off.
The
hat comes off. I mean, this I have in hand is his little lighter.
Right.
So I don't know. There's some scene in the movie where it takes the aerosol can and the lighter and whatever,
right?
And you could do a flame thing. So yeah, I highly recommend it.
All right. Well, I tell myself, you know what? Okay, it's $100 or whatever. I can always work and make $100, but once it's sold out, I can't make another figure. That's how I justify it to myself all the time.
It makes sense.
Have you guys seen that new Watchmen series on HBO?
So some of it. I didn't finish it, though.
Dude,
I gotta finish it.
It is so good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
And I want HBO Max, right?
Yeah. I'd love to have a whole line of figures from the original Watchmen and the new series.
And that one is one and done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the soundtrack is amazing too, done by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. But yeah, cool. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that. That's kind of. Oh,
I wanted to add a comment to your Swamp Thing. I think everyone can agree that at least this is a good direction for McFarlane. Even though we're paying $40, I think you're getting exactly what you're what you want for $40. You're getting a massive fig. I feel like the articulation was really good compared to like his smaller figures. I think this is something that McFarlane needs to keep pushing where it fits,
Yeah, I like that, McFarlane's given us a variety of characters. Now, some of them are a little off the wall and warm the pegs. I have no complaints about the Swamp Thing other than like what Grumps talked about in his review. He is a little top heavy and he's it's funny. It's like for a figure this big, he has tiny holes on the bottom of his feet that only fit with the little placement holder that comes with him. But they're so tiny. I was like, for a figure this big, you should have like, massive hole pegs to hold him up. Even when I had him in the swamp, he would fall over and I'd have to catch him, and that's when I got my shoes muddy. But
he should have gave everyone like an environmental base, just like what they've done with some other figures. Like that would have helped balance the figure, but also it would have kind of like created an illusion that he's morphing from the ground with that base, and it provides and it provides more stability.
Yeah, maybe I can make something up.
So the only thing I don't like about it is this like diaper thing in the middle.
Oh,
the crotch area right here.
It is kind of like a diaper.
It's whatever. I mean, it's on all the figures. So.
But with him, I mean, and what cracks me up is that he actually has butt cheeks, defined butt cheeks. Like Swamp Thing does squats, man.
But does he take shits?
he is a living shit. What are you talking about?
He just goes into the ground like, all right, there we go. There's my food. I'm out.
So here's what this dude got me thinking while I'm taking photos of Swamp Thing. This was also I think I did it on Sunday. So I'm getting ready for Walking Dead to come on that night, and I'm thinking, okay, when these zombies eat brains and people, and then they just walk, do they just shit themselves? I mean,
I guess they do. They just puke it out, and they just keep moving.
Yeah, they're like anorexic. They're just like chewing on shit. Like, I'm done.
Close enough zombies digest.
Those are the things I think about. I don't know.
You want to know what I think about zombies? How the fuck do they go upstairs?
This is the shit that Gramps is up at 3 a.m. tossing and turning about.
It's gonna be that El Chapo.
Yeah.
That El Chapo meme was just like, well, wait a minute, why do zombies they poop?
Yeah.
It's like...
All right. This was a very busy week for some new reveals. Well, okay, let's get back into something that I think three of us actually received this week.
Receive us.
We got the Nosferatu.
Oh, yeah.
What's his full name?
Silent Screamer. Symphony of Horror.
Symphony of Horror, that's right, yeah. All right, and this is kind of an upgrade from the original Nosferatu Silent Screamer version that they put out like a year and a half ago. This dude...
Do you guys actually have that one or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, I missed that one. That's why I did not want to miss this drop at all.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
This one was, the pre-order was on 1/12 day, but at midnight.
Fucking midnight.
And everything crashed.
I'm telling you what, man, this was the hardest Mezco I've ever had to purchase ever. I mean, I think I was up till almost 2 a.m. waiting to get access to buy this thing. And I must have hit refresh 50 times. But I gotta say,
do you mind if I show my setup over here real quick?
Go for it, man.
With
oh yeah,
you guys can you see it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got him and
the streets
and Batman over there.
It's feeding time. He's up.
Yeah.
Really good photo on your
Thank you.
Instagram, man. I was like, looking at that going, why couldn't I think of that? I was like, how am I going to put this dude in a photo, and then you just do it so easy. I'm like, that's genius, you know.
Oh, dude, I'm a lot of things, but that's not one of them. I was just sitting here playing with it, like posing it, and so maybe I could stick them on this fence or whatever. Then I was like, oh, I gotta go upstairs now anyway, and blah blah blah. I was like, oh, what if I don't know, what if I try to put Batman next to him or something? And shit, I already posted. I guess I'm staying down here and doing this.
I'm not sleeping.
So this dude comes with a lot of extras that the original one didn't come with. The original one came with a wood casket. He came with some rats and hands and a lantern.
Yeah.
And a set of keychains. Now, because of that, I went and bought the movie to watch.
Oh wow! Okay.
And it's okay. It's a silent movie, and it's got this weird soundtrack throughout it. And it's not great, but I mean, the movie's literally over 100 years old, so
right.
It's kind of a cool piece of art to watch. But is it the best thing? No, but you got to appreciate the source material, right?
Yeah. But
what do you guys think of this new version?
Oh man, I think it's just as good as the. In particular, I like this the burnt head.
Oh yeah.
And it's gone.
And the bats are cool, but I think that's what you have something to say about that.
Yeah, the bats are really cool, but I don't know why they put the little holes on the top of the bat.
Yeah,
that makes it hard to pose. I'm going to have to figure out how to suspend because it comes with those little white clear plastic strands.
Yeah.
Kind of like how the original Batman figures came with the cape holders.
Yeah.
So are we supposed to use those to suspend the bat? Because they fit through that little hole. So I guess you're supposed to make the stand with those wires coming down to suspend the bats.
Yeah. I didn't try that. I was thinking of how can I suspend these bats from my picture.
Which I get that, but put the hole on the bottom of the bat.
Oh, those are pretty long. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Next time.
That was my only grump.
For my initial thought too is for 112, I feel like the height on this is pretty good.
Yeah, he's actually taller
he's
than
he's on the taller side, yeah. That's like my initial gripe about Mezco. I like the soft goods, I like the details, but to me they seem a little shorter. But this figure seems like it's a really great size.
Yeah.
Again, another thing for me is like I don't own the other version, so part of me wants to like have a couple of heads that have the black eyes. But the red is cool. There's good weathering. It's not perfect on the garment, the wash, but it's done really well.
Now, what's cool is he comes with this cloak
cape
that has some weathered in it.
Right.
And then the cloak also comes with this additional collar piece that fits around his head to kind of help him disguise himself. I think what do they call it? Like some kind of I don't know, coachman.
Maybe. I don't know. But
he also comes with two like
the
Hounds of Hell.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Only 3 bats though? Come on.
Because they give you a bunch of rats.
Yeah, it comes with a ton of rats.
It like half a dozen rats.
Yeah.
Should have a picture with like all the animals behind them on some Snow White shit.
Yeah, teasers that original, the first version is worth tracking down too if you can.
I know.
It's really nice.
Well, because of the coffin too.
Yeah.
My initial thoughts too is the wolves are a little bit of a letdown because there's just zero articulation, and it is
Yeah.
a really nice. It is a nice add-on because there's. I feel like for the price, you get a lot of shit. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on. You don't need to really add or modify anything with this set. But the fact that this looks like something that you could just get at Michael's. You know what I mean? Like there's no movement.
Kid Topper.
Yeah, there's some battle damage on this, which is really cool. But I want these to move and to kind of.
They're a little on the small size too.
You know what? I agree with you too.
Yeah,
especially
of course,
after
look at this.
getting the getting that Snake Eyes and Timber box set from G.I. Joe, and Timber's all articulated.
That's
not even the tail moves on this thing.
I mean, listen, if they move the mouth, I would have said, listen, it's like a step in the right direction. But this is literally like, I don't think I'm going to use this, to be honest. Maybe, but it doesn't excite me.
I see what you mean.
I mean, if we're talking wolves, you might as well go with this dude.
100%.
This is the American Werewolf in London from NECA.
NECA, nice.
So that's the daddy, and these are the babies.
Pretty much. Like, I got two of these dudes. These came from, I think I ordered them from Dorkside Toys.
Nice.
I'm telling you what, man. I've been wanting a solid werewolf action figure for years.
It's massive.
These things are so big. Like,
Grams, did you get the Nightmare Troopers?
Nightmare Troopers?
From
no.
American Werewolf. That's going to be a big army builders to get next time. We'll save that for another time.
Right, yeah, because you've got to have 3 because of
minimum
the different heads.
Right.
Yeah, I love werewolves, so this was a must-have. But yeah, this feels like the daddy to those little ones.
But just playing with this, I mean, the articulation is really great. The soft goods, the tights, the weathering is okay. I feel like it's a little flat, but overall, this is really a gorgeous fig for the money and the value.
That's the
great.
way I feel.
Yeah, and like you said before, like the scorched head, it's something that you've never seen before. So this is really fun.
Yeah,
that's going to make a lot of fun photos. I mean,
yeah, especially with lighting. You use that atmospheric mist with light coming through that door, and it's hitting his face.
Yeah,
he's scorched.
So let me tell you what I was thinking with the scorched face and Rorschach over here.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, that's
also
perfect.
Like if you have like the coffin too, you could probably do something with that, like someone opening the coffin and the sun's like hitting him.
Yeah.
Because spoiler alert, that's how he dies in the movie.
Oh.
The sunlight.
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah, I'm surprised a lot more. Well, actually, companies have done this figure before, but companies like to do this because this is license free. This is a public domain because it's over 100 years old. So,
okay.
People love that because coming from licensing, they have to cut a percentage of proceeds to the intellectual property. So, in this case, it's free. So, so they can put. So, really, what you're saying is since they're not paying that 15 to 20% for that money, they're going to put a lot more into this figure and give you a lot more amenities. So that's one of the reasons why you're getting 6 rats and 2 wolves and all these bats, because they're not paying for that intellectual property. So
Now the first one also came with a T-shirt, and the T-shirt's
Yeah.
really cool.
and it's done by Fright Rags.
Is
Oh,
it?
really?
Oh,
Yeah.
It was a good
very
shirt, man.
I love that shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually want to buy another one just to kind of have it as a spare.
Fright Rags actually did the logo for Dr. Nocturnal as well.
Oh,
The
wow,
little
cool.
side fact.
Did
Maybe
they do
I
the
know-
shirt
them
as
on.
well?
I know a guy that works there.
Hey, I know
Wow.
a guy.
Because the Doc Nocturnal shirt is cool as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did the T-shirt for that too.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's a
worth
good one,
picking
too.
up if you just want a cool shirt. Like I know that there's several on eBay.
Mm.
So
I'm sure they're not cheap either.
no, I mean not bad. You're going to be paying a little bit more, but you know.
Shout out to Fright Rags.
Shout out to Fright Rags. All right, moving on. You know,
Actually, real quick, what do you guys rate this fig out of 10?
For me, a 9 out of 10. Yeah,
Agreed.
It's I had no interest in the character or anything, and I bought the first one just to, maybe I'll flip this or whatever. Then I opened it and was absolutely blown away. So this new one, yeah, I love it, just as much.
Agreed. Yeah, I would say 9 as well. There's not too much to complain about this. Again, you can't really complain about the wolves because there's so much that comes with this that the wolves is such like a secondary thing.
Yeah.
yeah, I love him.
Definitely worth
as
the
well.
wait.
Well, worth staying up till 2 a.m.
Yeah, I was waiting for that release and I fell asleep on the couch and I woke up at 12:30 and I was like, shit, I missed it. And then I go on the website. I go on the website and I see that people are it's freezing. And then I waited another hour and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get 2 of these figs. And by, like you said, by 2:00, the transaction finally went through. It was like frozen in time.
Yeah. The next day sucked at work, but in the long run, it was worth because he is an awesome figure. I really like the accessories. I really like the cloak. The cloak is actually wired, and the cloak is versatile enough that I can use it on like a Batman or somebody else.
Yeah.
I was actually going to say, wait till Gotham by Gaslight comes out for Mezco. You're going to incorporate both of these.
Oh yeah, he's already.
Without
That's exactly where my mind is at.
This is where you're going to start using the wolves and all this other shit. Because once you put them together, and you could throw that Joker in there as well.
Yeah. Him, Doc Nocturnal, everything. And here's another idea that I had. I kind of think of him as like the king vampire, and the original Nosferatu is maybe like his little subservient vampire. And so I'm gonna. And also, what's cool is they give you enough heads. You could put the snarling head on a different Mezco, and even the same with the original Nosferatu, so that you can actually kind of army build a little bit. Put some of these heads on. Grumps, do you have some of the ninjas?
Black Skulls?
Yeah. You could make a little vampire army and have Blade fight them.
That's true. That's a good idea.
I gotta say that's the one thing about Mezco is everything is so interchangeable for the most part.
Well, I'll send you the link, but there's also somebody on eBay that has made just the head sculpts, so you can get some extra head. And yes.
So wait, so they made extra Nosferatu heads?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With the black eyes?
No, you have to paint them.
Okay.
But it's just kind of a blank slate.
I'll ask some people from work to help me out with that,
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
and then it'll look nice.
Very nice.
Nosferatu.
All right. I guess since we're in the Mezco wheelhouse, they did have a really great week. They did their toy fair this week. On the first day, they released one of their own IPs in their Rumble Society, and that was this dude named Atticus Doom, which is kind of, I guess, kind of a sorcerer type guy. He's got some mystic powers. Know nothing about the character. He's an all original character by them, but I don't know. I grabbed him. I just think he looks cool. Like I could make him into a rogue to fight, some dudes in some pictures. He comes with like a seeing eyeball on top of his brain.
It looks like a fucking cake.
Yeah. I don't know. He just looks like a obscure villain dude. Yeah. Here's his brain eyeball.
Jeez.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
It's interesting for sure.
Yeah. And then he comes with this extra head sculpt. How do you pronounce that name? Is it Chatola?
Cthulhu? I don't know. Yeah.
This looks like he's going to fight Aquaman with that claw.
Yeah. He's got some claws and some kind of...
I don't know. This is what turned me off.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was cool, man, because I'm looking at him thinking, all right, I can have him fight against my Dr. Fate.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. He, like you said, the thing with Mezco is how the accessories are so versatile. You can mix and mash and kit bash parts together and come up with something completely different. So I don't know. I grabbed him. I guess no one else did.
No, I passed on that one.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't dislike it. I think it looks cool. It just wasn't for me this time.
Right.
I'm looking at the pre-order, but again, you're getting in my head. I'm like, man, you can interchange those heads. You could take his body and put the skulls on him. You could
put his body and put the vampire head on him.
Yeah.
100%.
That's where my brain goes. So that's what I've kind of learned with, some of these Mezcos and other things is that
I want to get them.
You don't have to look at it for exactly what it is right there. You can look at it for what it can become. And that's just what I saw when I saw this figure. It's like, okay, he can become a lot of different things for me. Even if,
Yeah, you almost have to treat this set like a palette. It's like, what else can you do with other stuff? And 100%.
Now Grumps is kicking himself. Now, see, this is revenge. This is me trying to get him to spend money because he does the same thing to me. All right, that was one of their reveals, which was cool. Now they also started getting into more of the more established and popular IPs. They went down nostalgia trail by hitting us with Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe.
That looks good.
This is a must-have.
Oh, God.
I mean, and again, look at it not just as Snake Eyes, but what else can it become? And I've got some ideas already on this dude. I may have to get 2 of them because I'm trying to build a Court of Owls Talon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Exactly.
And this may be a perfect buck for that.
That figure's dope.
So they revealed him. So you obviously knew where they were going to go next. And they revealed Storm Shadow. Yeah. So they're going to start really getting into the G.I. Joe stuff. As soon as I saw Destro, I was like, oh, they're going to kill us.
I'm out on the Mezco G.I. Joe stuff, but I'm in on those two for sure.
Okay. Now they also gave us a tease with this Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. Do you think this is going to be a 2-pack? Because they've got Green Goblin right behind him.
I think so. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I absolutely think so.
Grumps,
he looks great.
Yeah, he looks cool. Much better than the first version that they put out.
But for me, I was waiting for Green Goblin, so I'm really excited about that character.
Yeah. Grumps, you talked about this on another podcast. Why don't you go ahead and give them a shout out? And
oh yeah, well, wait, where am I? Okay, there.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, last night the Toy Migos invited me on their Tuesday night show, Chat Migos Assemble. So I was hanging out with Jurassic Jesse, Lago Figs, the Chamba, and the leader or the the head of the table, the head of the Toy Migos table, Cheney 180. So they invited me on to talk figs and stuff. So I had a good time with them. So thank you to the boys over at Toy Migos.
Yeah, that was fun to watch. Learned a lot. Okay, and this one next up for the Mezco Toy Fair release. I mean, this was perfectly timed and kind of a surprise, but at the same time, it was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah,
we got the Patty Bat.
You getting this, Gramps?
Something tells me you're not getting this. I have this weird feeling.
No, because Gramps just don't look at it for what it is. Look at it for what it could be.
What it
He's like, not for this.
Should be. I mean, you know, that's the beauty with their Batman figures. For the most part, you can interchange the faces.
Yeah.
Right.
That one will probably be a pass for me, but that's just me. I don't have to have every Batman.
I'm in on that one.
You're in on that one. I know you're.
Yeah. I'm Patty Bat.
Believe him.
He's Team Patty.
That's
cool. That's cool. Also, this was a long-awaited release. You know.
Yes, finally.
Collectors have been crying and moaning and bitching for years, and this shows that, you know, Mezco Toys actually does listen to, you know, their customers some. So they released finally the full image reveal of Damian Wayne.
Yeah.
Grumps, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm 100% in on this. Finally getting Robin.
I'm in on it too. Damien? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Little
yeah.
brat.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it looks cool. You know, I'm curious about the accessories and the other head sculpts. You know, definitely curious about that. But I'm happy we're finally getting Damien. Happy just to have a Robin. Like, I don't have the 1/12 scale Robins I have are just okay.
Right.
So, you know, certainly not. None of them are very articulated. You know, so. And I have the Icons Robin, but it's tiny for, you know, 1/12 scale. So.
And Damien, you know, we always suspected it was going to be him whenever they teased the R symbol.
Yeah.
But he makes the most sense as far as what Mezco does, because he has a full body suit.
Yeah.
It's not like the Dick Grayson or the Jason Todd Robin that had the little Robin Hood suit with exposed legs. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence on that one. But like you guys said, at the same time, it's like finally at about time. We're getting a Robin that, one, he can stand on his own, but two, also he can partner well with any Batman photos you got going on.
Yeah.
He I'm sure Dr. Nocturnal based everything on the design of Robin, but looking at that, looks just like they may have just swapped out a lot of guts from Nocturnal, and
that was the first thing I thought whenever Doc Nocturnal came out. I was like, I see where they're going now, because just like most toy companies, Mezco tends or likes to be able to reuse parts and software.
100%. I mean, and it makes sense. Like, why reinvent the wheel when those inspirations are coming from those sources? So you also save money that way. So and if they can save money, that means that they can offer you way more accessories. So it ends up being a win-win for the consumer and the company.
All more profits, and fuck you with the accessories.
Well, yeah,
there's that too.
That's just the nature of the biz.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a cool reveal. I know a lot of collectors were excited about that, and that's going to be one that is guaranteed to sell out. So if you want it, make sure you're on it, because it'll sell out quick. This next reveal was something that really surprised me, but I mean, I think almost broke the internet when you had the reveal of Turtles.
God.
The amount of posts. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I saw grown men crying over this.
I'm happy. I'm happy for every turtle fan out there. Like that's awesome. It is pretty dope.
Yeah. Mezco is joining in with every other toy company for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's a hard time to be a turtle fan right now, because you're going to go broke. Yeah.
Are these what?
Which turtles are these? Because these are more cartoonish, right? Or like they're not based on the movies.
No, this one is more of like a hybrid. It has the flavor of Kevin Eastman's Mirage comics, but it has also like a little more. I mean, it's definitely more of like an Eastman comic spin, but a little up. I think Mezco is definitely taking more creative liberties to kind of give it more of that cinematic coloration. But again, it could be the photo. But from what I heard, it's a little delayed. Like they were teasing this like a year or two ago, right? So it's like now they're finally
with the sword caps,
right? Yeah. They're finally coming, around. But people are excited, and I'm curious if this will spark more opportunity for Mezco to start doing other things that will give them more of an identity in the Ninja Turtle world, because like we know, NECA does certain things well. Super 7 does their own things. Super 7 is really inspired by the Playmates old school line, where NECA is really specified in the Toon line. So what is Mezco going to do to separate themselves? Maybe they take the comic line, but then put the Mezco DNA in it to really make it more lifelike,
Yeah. They're going to go with foot soldiers. They've already got the pattern with their ninjas. So that's an easy army build.
Yeah, I mean, just like that. It's like no other company really has soft goods going on with Ninja Turtles. So that's where Mezco couldn't initially come from left field and really have a presence for that.
Yeah. And I assume this is... Go ahead.
But doesn't NECA have soft goods for the Turtles?
I mean, for the movie line they do. for the Toon line,
Don't
it's
they
really
have jackets or coats or something? I don't know.
yeah. For the movie line, they have like Raphael, in disguise.
Skies, yeah.
But for the most
Okay, yeah.
part, Shredder, Splinter, yeah, for sure. But nothing really out of the comics that is soft goods. And and again, NECA has for the movie line. I think NECA is going to take over. Like they really can't. No one else can compete with them because
No.
the level of accuracy that they've done is like literally. You take a photo of that picture. Of that figure, it looks like a real life prop from the movie.
Yeah,
So,
those quarter scale figures are amazing, dude.
you have to do a double take. Like,
Yeah,
they nailed it.
They did. They did.
It's so I don't know. For me, it's so confusing. Like there's so many
I know
companies that are NECA, Super 7, Playmates. Then there's third party companies are starting to do different kinds of turtles, and I don't know. I guess there's money there. I mean, the turtle people I know are so fanatical about it. Like, I guess, yeah.
I think part of me, I want to say that Turtles it might be as big as it was in 1985 or 1988. Like it was big back then, but this is like on a whole new level of obviously because we're growing up, but man, we've never had that type of release. And Playmates, they had a massive wave of Turtles, and it almost became like He-Man, where it became tertiary things and humorous. It's like it never stopped. This is more focused, and it's done better, obviously, because we have the technology for that. So it's not going to stop. NECA, they're going to make Toon Turtles for the next 4 years nonstop, guaranteed. And now they're doing Archie comics, and now they're doing all this other stuff. So anything that's out of the cartoon, they're gonna drop.
It's almost like, as far as like intellectual properties, the top three are always Batman, Star Wars, and Ninja Turtles. It seems like that's where the money's at, and every company out there is like, I want a piece of that, and Eastman is just licensing left and right, and making all that money.
It's actually not Eastman anymore. It's actually Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon owns all that stuff, and Eastman is the partner, but Nick is like the Disney. It's like they're running it. It's got to go through that.
Yeah,
man, they're just printing cash. So 100%. Yeah,
and Bitcoin.
So with do you think these will be sold in a 4-pack, and at what price point?
100%. I think Grumps will probably nail the price, but if it's a 4-pack, it's probably going to be the same price as that Fantastic Four.
420.
It could be 420, but maybe it depends on what they add. It can't be at $500. It can't be at $500 because who's going to spend? The typical collector is going to double up. Who's going to give Mezco $1,000?
I already have.
Well, I mean,
in one shot.
There's no soft goods on these figures, from what I can tell in the pictures.
Outside of their headbands, or their eye bands, rather.
Probably not even those.
They may have they may have the tie in the back that's soft goods, but the mask or whatever themselves don't look like. I don't know.
I think the Fantastic Four was 420 because every body type is different.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're looking at 4 turtles, you're probably going to use the same frame and like all that stuff.
Right.
So I think maybe keep it a humble 90 a piece, 360.
And how tall are they? I mean, are they going to be 6 inches tall? I doubt it, right?
No, they're going to be 5.5. They're going to be small because turtles are small.
And the Fantastic Four came with that robot too. So, in addition to the 4, I don't know. I would imagine it might be slightly less than that. and then
They have
force it.
They have to, because they know people will riot if it goes over $400. They're gonna riot.
Well, they don't have to buy it either.
There's that.
I mean, that's the beauty of having
To-
50 other manufacturers that are doing turtles.
Yeah.
But the people that want the quality, they're probably going to pay it. So yeah, capitalism.
Yeah. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, very interesting, because you know where they can go with this. They can go everywhere. Splinter,
Yeah.
Shredder, Foot Soldiers, Crane.
And,
I mean, just
So
April and
April.
Yeah.
So the problem that I see with Mezco versus NECA is Turtles is such a huge portfolio. I don't think Mezco could keep up with that speed.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
They'll probably release 2 every 8 months, 6 months, and then people are going to be frustrated because the product is going to be great, and they're going to want Splinter, Shredder. They're going to want way more. Their appetites are going to be way too big for what Mezco could provide. So that's where
and
I
they're
think
not like, to your point, Mezco is not gonna dip back in the well. Like once they put out whatever they put out, that's it, done. Like I know NECA will go back on occasion and re-release something.
Yeah,
so
I
I could
be a
imagine that
one-and-done
being
thing.
frustrating for fans.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
So we'll see. I mean, it's great because back to what you were saying, Gramps, is like people will take these Ninja Turtles and they'll cross pollinate with Batman, just like the comics, and
Oh yeah.
it has, because they have that. It has the Mezco DNA that they will look realistic enough that they can almost fit with Rumble Society. Think about that. Like people are gonna go nuts with that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Turtles fighting skulls. Turtles fighting everybody.
The roaches, the Gomez's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's Pandora's box, but it's going to be hard to close once you open it and see how much money they make. But you're right.
I mean,
with the way that
with the
typically
Mezco
the model that Mezco does, it's going to be hard to keep up with that pace of, hey, okay, now we want this character, when it's taken them a year to put out something once a pre-order goes up. But yeah, maybe it's a one and done thing, but who knows? We'll see.
But it's impressive looking. So
yeah,
it's definitely for turtle fans, it's something to be excited about.
Toyz, is you're a turtle fan? Like, is this like something that's definitely on your radar, or you gotta wait and see?
No, it's definitely on my radar, but I'm going to be a little sensitive to price. I don't want to pay $400 for one set, but
one set,
we'll see.
All right.
There's a lot of options nowadays. There's a lot of turtle stuff coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's almost like being a Batman fan. My wife was like, "How many figures do you need of the same character?" It's like,
all of them.
This is different. This is a different type. And speaking of different, today another Batman went up on order, and this is about as different as it gets. It's the Golden Era Batman with Two-Face. Now, I don't know why they didn't release this on 2/22 of 22.
Oh, God, what a miss, right?
Someone forgot. Someone was like, "Oh shit, that was yesterday."
Somebody
that guy
dropped the ball.
Yeah, that guy. He went out the night before and was too hungover. But
if I was running the show, I would have set the website to release this shit at 2:22 in the afternoon.
Oh
man!
And everyone would have hated you, but it would have been awesome.
Yeah, great. So the aesthetic of these, is like as advertised, the golden era of Batman. This is actually like I think the first Batman that comes with trunks.
Nice.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
That's so fucking cool. Look at that.
that's an
that's really
amazing.
good.
That's an amazing shot.
So that means the next one's going to be your first appearance.
No.
Oh, dude. Imagine that. Wow.
Yeah,
Oof.
with the purple gloves, you could do it this
Yeah.
frame.
I mean, man, that head sculpt is horrible.
Yeah, it's a little strong in the jaw.
Isn't it like,
Listen,
that's so old school, right? Because like
It is old
everyone
school.
had strong jaws
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Jay Leno has never been Batman, and
But yeah, the Batman head sculpts look good though. It looks
Yeah.
Dick Sprang art. So that's
yeah.
these are fucking awesome.
And the
And
cape looks
he's-
leather too,
and he's-
right?
And he's
Yeah.
kind of beefy too. Like he's got some good mass to him.
He's ready
Yeah.
to fuck
Yeah.
people up.
This looks like a
That's
different
right.
Buck than.
Yeah, definitely does.
And then Two-Face, I really like those colors.
I know.
This is great.
Yeah.
Although I still don't know why they're giving you a clean-faced Harvey Dent when he's got the suit on.
The suit, yeah, that makes no sense.
You know what?
But-
Because I don't think they're used to really giving you just one sculpt,
Yeah.
right? Like when in a deluxe set, when has Mezco given you no more than 2 heads before? You know.
It's tough with this suit though. Like you have to, if I don't know, photograph from one side if you want to use the plain head, right?
Yeah, have him look over his shoulder.
Yeah.
They've got some pretty cool accessories. Batman comes
Yeah.
with these action fists,
Wow.
Yeah.
couple of batarangs, a rebreather, the ropes, the bolas.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And then you've got Harvey Dent. He comes with a bomb suitcase, a couple of coin flips, knives.
Ready to stab everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Twice.
that is a
That's
lot
cool,
of
yeah.
knives.
So these
Yeah.
came as a 2-pack. What was the price? Like $190?
190.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's sold out already, right?
No, I don't know if
think
it has
so.
or not.
No.
I can only use my points.
Yeah, exactly.
That's another scam.
Now they also released like a weapons pack to go with this set, with kind of some of the gangster era Tommy guns and things of that nature. So that was pretty cool because I grabbed those because I could use those also with some other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it is sold out. Wow. Okay.
And that was separate to circumvent the, Warner Brothers. I don't know.
Right.
They don't want anti-gun thing. They don't want guns with their toys or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
There's always a loophole, and you make money off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they found that loophole. Pretty cool. So that's as far as like the Mezco stuff that came out this last week, which I mean that's plenty. I mean, and we focus more on like the 112. They put out a lot of other stuff, a couple of 5-point figures and some other stuff from other IPs. But we're just focusing on the 112 and mostly DC related stuff. And that's plenty. I mean, that's going to kill your wallet just with that right there.
It's gonna kill you while just looking at it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You guys have any other things that you're excited about coming out in the near future?
Yeah, the Mayfix Armored Batman. It's already dropping overseas, so should be in our hands in the next 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. And that is like a comic perfect rendition.
Yeah.
Not like the McFarlane series, which I don't even consider that Dark Knight Returns. I can't believe they even put that title on there.
I was disappointed.
It was disappointing, but you know what? I saw some guys that actually custom painted theirs and did some really cool photos. I was impressed. I was like, wow, you actually were able to polish a turd to make it look cool on a photo. I was impressed. But yeah, this one from Mafex, I mean, it's comic accurate, just like the rest of the DKR line that they've put out.
Yeah, and I think Mafex is taking that course just like Mezco, that interchangeability. Like if you buy all those DKR figs, you're gonna have Old Man Bruce on every single version of what you buy, and that's exactly what we wanted for years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like for years you've had a DKR fig from Mattel, and you've never had that Old Man Bruce, and now that you finally have it, it's so interchangeable, and it's great. It's like,
Yeah,
especially like on the black suit, on the darker suit, he looks fucking awesome. That's my favorite.
mhm.
You know, the triumphant one by far so far is the best.
Like that Mattel armored Batman was done so well for, I mean, a $20 figure. I mean, I was blown away. I was like, wow, this looks great for $20 value.
The only thing was you can't take his head off.
You can with a little heat. You got to heat it up.
I had to take pliers, but yeah, because I
pulling teeth.
Well, the other problem is limited range of motion in the elbows. Single, it's got single joints in the arms and legs. No ankle pivot, and a plastic cape. But I mean, if you just want him to stand there and kind of do a basic pose, looks cool. Yeah. So what's really cool, and I'm excited about with Mafex, is that it's going to have all that articulation and the cloth cape. And you can get him in some beat down poses. Hell, I may even kind of tatter up the cape a little bit, just kind of give it some battle wear, just on the cape a little bit. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, the Mattel is, my God, more than 5 years old now at this point.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I tell you. For the most part, you really, I haven't heard any complaints about Mafex. The Kerry Kelly 2-pack has a few gripes, outside of the logo, but it's great. I feel like Kerry Kelly was probably a little too small, but it's probably so comic accurate that's what it is.
Yeah, I saw somebody take a head, a Robin head from a Spin Masters, I don't know, what is it, 4-inch figure, and put it on that Carrie Kelly body for like a classic Dick Grayson Robin.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if you do the math, you're like, yo, is this little figure worth $60 or $70? Probably not. The price point is off.
Well, I don't know about that because I mean, on Ami Ami, the set is like $112.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So just the single Mafex Batman will run you $85 to $90.
Yeah, I think I got mine for Big Bad Toy Store for $145.
Well, yeah, they're gonna jack it up.
They're gonna make their money.
Yeah, they're gonna get this. And this is the fourth time they're using that body, right?
112 is a no-brainer, to be honest. Like, that's the right price. To where like you walk out like you didn't get hit.
I quit ordering Mafex from Big Bad just because their price points are off. I mean, they got to make their money. I get it. but they're hitting you on imports and import pricing and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I'll off air, I'll share you some info on where you can buy some of these Mafex for cheaper. Unless these websites want to sponsor us. I mean, that's the deal, right?
Yes,
We're not doing this for free. But yeah, I mean, I actually think about getting another set just because I'm so scared of breaking her.
I know, me too.
Yeah,
She is tiny.
the scale is small. It's almost like I don't know, like not a reaction fig, but it's like it's way too small. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
But again, she's a kid, so
She's a
they
kid.
nailed it.
She's a 13-year-old kid.
They nailed it. That's what it is. It's like the Mattel was great, but the scale is probably a little too big.
Well, I don't know.
She's
Oh my god.
Makes sense.
Little,
Yeah,
it's a little small, like you said, but
yeah.
but it's great.
Still looks good though. I mean,
And it's probably one of the best articulation you can get for a Carrie Kelly. So
yeah.
I want to, Dunk. You've seen the Carrie Kelly McFarlane, right?
Yeah.
What would you say looks like?
It's also small.
Really?
That's why, like, part of me wants to go. I want to go back and pick it up. I don't want the horse pieces. But like, I was staring at her for a minute, and I'm like, it's decent size, but she's bigger than that compared to the Batman.
I'm the complete opposite. I want to get the horse.
So you got two horse pieces right there. I pick it up.
I mean, you can get a DKR fig with the horse. It's a lot of people were using Four Horsemen, right? And I know that was driving Greg nuts because the horse is totally different.
Well, I use Sleepy Hollow, the Headless Horseman.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
And it works great. Scale wise, it works too. But I'd want to see this McFarlane horse because it's supposed to be in a 7-inch scale, so it means it's a bigger horse.
Massive.
But there's also another horse coming out with The Witcher.
Yeah.
I
Did
saw
that make
that.
you buy that, Gramps?
I haven't bought it yet.
Yeah, okay.
And my concern on that one is that it has like a long mane that sweeps down to the side on the right side of the horse neck. I'm like, I don't know if I want horse hair on it like that. Who knows? I'll probably get it. But anyways, well, I guess while we're talking about Mafex, this is one that was recently announced in the last month, I guess, since our last show was Nightwing.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we talked about this in the past or not, but if we did, we're going to talk about it again. So, I mean, this looks really
all
cool.
in on this one. Yeah. I pre-ordered too. So yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is my guy right here. The original Robin.
Yeah, and I like how they gave him, different head sculpts as well. You've got the angry head and then just the normal stoic head.
Nice.
Yeah.
Solid.
I mean, that's Dick Grayson Nightwing right there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It speaks for itself.
It's cool. Like the illusion of like twirling the thing is pretty dope.
The sticks.
Like,
yeah,
that's a dope accessory.
So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, with now we're getting Mezco Robin. Hopefully, we'll eventually get a Mezco Nightwing, so they could whatever Mezco fired up, whatever they, whatever they did.
That would be the most logical and easiest thing to do ever.
Yeah.
Especially after they've put out the Diabolic, figure. That's what I thought they were going to do next.
Man. Yeah.
And I've seen people, that have they know how to make the little vinyl add-ons to the things and make a custom one. And I mean, it looks great.
Yeah.
I wish I knew how to do that.
Which means it's not going to happen for a long time.
No, Grumps, you have to ask for it, say it out to the universe, and it will happen.
And you got to manifest it.
Right, you have to manifest it. Just like how I manifested Quicksilver from the Silverhawks. I said, man, you know what? I want a Silverhawks. I want an actual metallic Silverhawk. Bam. We got this guy coming out. I think, what's his from? Ramen
Super
Toy.
Oh,
Ramen Toy, yeah. I mean, this dude.
So you didn't do the Super 7?
Yeah, I did them too.
It's not a game. This is not a game.
No, this is a life.
Gramps is like EA Sports. He's in the game.
Yeah. Dude. Silverhawks was my jam back in the day, bro. Yeah, dude.
I'm just I go as always. I just want more Alfred. So it'd be cool if Mayfix or fucking someone makes an Alfred.
I was about to say that 2 minutes ago. I said Duncan's gonna start asking for a Alfred Mezco.
Yeah, that's it.
With the cloth and
mad accessories. You can have him hold the Batman cowl, a plate, food.
Yeah.
That would be so cool if he came with like a cape and cowl that he would drape over his arm.
Yeah, just like
or like like that Alex Ross painting where he's like holding. Oh my gosh, dude!
There's so much you could do with it. And it's like, what else would you add? Then you have like the serving plates. Here's some tea or whatever.
DC Direct, they did that multiverse fig. I think it's just genius.
Yeah,
I bought. I bought 2 of those.
Oh, damn.
I only had one.
I bought 3 because I wanted all of the heads. Yeah, I've got 2 sitting right there.
It's one of the best ideas ever.
Yeah, they crushed it.
I love it. I just feel like it's too tall. If it was a half-inch shorter.
I mean, for the money, you get 4 generations in one shot.
Yeah,
and the comic, right? It's like, man,
we
need more of that.
But, I think Mezco's pretty close to having a full series of like the Turtles, the Batman Turtles. Because you have Batman, you have the Turtles, you have what was I going with? You need a Batgirl. That'd be dope, right? Well, with the movie coming out, right? That would be fucking sick. That'd be perfect timing if they do that. What other Batman things you have? Well, now you have a Damian, just so they come out. You just need like a Batgirl and an Alfred, and we're all set. I'm just, manifesting it.
Actually, they're actually missing a Joker, like in the comic sense. Like they've done their own version, but if we had more of a comic accurate Joker, I think people would love that. Or a DKR one, but that won't happen.
Well, we've got that Mayfix one that's really good.
Yeah.
Can you imagine one with those white soft goods? Oof. That could be the goated
plastic on them.
That would be the goated. That white suit.
They could have. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say he had 2 looks in the book, right?
He had 3. He had the pinstripe.
Yeah.
And then he kind of had this purple and white zigzaggy type of thing that he wore on the David Endicott show. The pinstripe was, I think, when he visited Miss Selena Kyle. And then the classic white is the final death scene one.
Must have watched Scarface before drawing all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And the
But
big
he also
shoulders.
had when he was in the hospital, right? Like
Yeah, he had his,
Yeah.
his,
you know, Arkham
yeah.
little patient suit. Yeah, they could make like, you know, well, here's what they would do. They would make all three versions, but in the ideal world, they would make it where he has like, you know, one figure but three different outfits. Who knows? I'd like to see like a penguin figure, like a Oswald.
Oh man,
Which one
I'm
though?
right there with you. Right there with you.
I don't know. Maybe just a kind of a comic version.
Yeah, because I mean, in reality, Mezco would just do their own Mezco verse version, right?
Right. Yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be great.
They
And-
McFarlane is doing the Burgess Meredith penguin,
Oh,
but he's not coming with any umbrellas. So
All
that
right.
stinks.
oh, is it part of their retro line?
Yeah, part of the
Okay.
retro Burgess Meredith and Eartha Kitt Catwoman.
And you know what? That line is coming out pretty good. I think the biggest gripe is that the Batmobile was too small, but everything else, it's like an updated version of Mattel. But you know, I saw in Target they did the '66 Surfer, you know, the beach line.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, you're right
you know,
about the Batmobile.
Yeah, I still bought it, but you know, and I even bought the Batcave too. I just haven't like opened it up and set it up, but
Right.
it's
Batcave
cool.
is cool.
I mean, you have Batman 66 stuff, you know, and
Yeah.
we need more of it. It's fun. It's what we grew up with. That was our first Batman, most of us, and
Yeah.
I mean, they even did you know, you have that too, the unmasked figure. I thought that was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean,
I've only seen it once.
You have to like order from like Target.com direct. That's the only way of really getting it.
but the likenesses are really great on those. I think the price point's around under 20, so about $18.
17.
So
I'm gonna jump on the Riddler next. Like that's the one that I don't have, and he looks great.
I saw him the other day. Yeah,
me too. I keep looking at him. I just keep walking because
dude, I pick him up and I'm like, do I need this? Do I need this?
Yeah, exactly.
If I question it, I keep on walking.
But meanwhile, I walk out with this guy. See, life is complex.
Oh God, dude. That's awful. That's like
actually
the turd of the year.
So they had this in the store, and then they had one without the mask. So I'm like, man, what an insult that McFarlane made a whole other SKU without the mask. Like you should just have that little head right here.
Yeah.
And say, listen, shithead, for $20, I'm giving you this.
And a head.
Take it off my hands, please.
But every single one of them.
It's really an insult. Like the Selena Kyle, I bought the masked one, and I do want to get the unmasked one, but why would you insult your consumer like that?
Yeah.
You have 130 other things coming out. You need to have 2 of those separate figures. Like it's really it's because McFarlane's the heads don't come off, so that's why it's not interchangeable like Mezco or Mayfix. And that's what you get. That's what you get for $20.
And Steve, the thing is, I'm on the same shelf, like the same shelf space and whatever. I can go buy another $20 figure that will come with 2 other heads with different sculpts. and just
Right.
there's no excuse for it.
No, it's kind of insulting, and then also like the fact that some of these figures can't even sit down.
Yeah.
Grumps,
That-
why you
that-
gotta
that-
flex so hard showing off your G.I. Joe bat figure, man? I mean,
You still don't have them?
Jeez, what?
You
Go
want me
easy
to
on.
flex on you? I'm
Yeah.
gonna flex on you right now, Gramps. Hold on.
Here we go.
Here we go.
He's not even picking up one thing. He's still picking stuff up. It's like 10
I'm
items.
still
he's about to
picking
show us.
stuff up. I'm gonna flex on you right now.
Damn. Okay, here. I'm gonna flex on you, bro. Oh.
Damn.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Six.
Yeah, this shit is like Ultimate Warrior versus Hogan right now.
Yeah. Let's flex.
And I got my scrolls here. Got some scrolls too.
Damn.
Here we go.
Here.
Yeah, you know, people like spread out cash. Everyone's like spreading out things.
Oh, you got hammer?
Eat my knuckles.
Nice.
This dude's cool.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that.
Gramps, do we have time for NECA or?
Do we have time for NECA?
Yeah, what do you got?
Yeah,
What you
yeah,
got?
no, I thought you were going to talk about the Toy Fair stuff, like the turtle stuff, and
Oh, this was really cool.
last run.
The last run, dude. That's like a really popular story. I'll be honest. I'm not a turtle head. I don't really know much about them. But there's been a couple of makers that are putting out this last Ronin, but this by far surpasses everything, man. Look at that, dude.
Yeah, if Gramps, if you're gonna get one turtle fig for not a turtle fan ish, I would say this is the one to get because this is very gritty. You know, it fits the whole, you know, interchangeability of putting
So
it
this
with
is
other.
this is Michelangelo, right?
No, I believe it's again, I have not read it yet. I have them. I think it should be Donatello. He's the last. And I've been kind of taking my time. Well, he's the last, yeah, that's the last Ronin, but I could be wrong because I have them. I just have to start reading them. And this comic book series has been slowly trickling in. It's delayed for like another 6 months, I heard. So they have they have 3 issues in, so it's a good time for like
still 3 issues.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Wow.
I was at my comic shop today, and I asked them. I said, "When's the next one coming?" And they're like, "In another 6 months, it's coming." But it's cool. You know, Kevin Eastman is writing it, so you can't ask for anything more.
Yeah, I got a few of those turtle books next to me. Well, those.
Oh, Donkey's gonna flex now. Damn.
Some older turtle books. Not crazy.
Are you gonna slab those?
I'm gonna slap these. Hold on.
Yeah, it's got slap. Anything that's not attached to the floor.
And then
why not?
And of course, you know, got Ralph first appearance of Casey Jones.
Oh,
that's cool.
Oh, hey.
Don't
show in a game.
Don't show me a birthday gift. Yeah, no, that's cool. Again, like Playmates dropped the Ronin, and I think the good folks at NECA was just like, you know what, we're gonna hit you with the atomic bomb. We have this.
Boom. Hey, one thing that NECA is doing that's really cool is their Turtle Universal Monsters.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is the Mummy. This is really cool.
Yeah. And Grumps, I'm sure you can jump into that. Like, I think, correct my name.
Look at that, man.
The guy that does the stop animation is that DGX?
DGDX. Yeah.
DGX. Yeah,
a great.
he's the official NECA stop motion guy,
Yeah,
and he's crushing it, man. He's really taking these licenses and really um, rebuilding that aesthetic that we saw growing up from Bandai and all these other classic brands. So he's doing some really amazing stuff.
yeah, he's great
And
at that.
and this crossover with Universal Monsters is really
Yeah.
great. Like,
Who else have they got? They've got
so they dropped Raphael, Frankenstein. They have Leonardo Hunchback. They just dropped Michelangelo Mummy. Then they have Donatello, which is going to be either.
it's got to be
I
Dracula,
know
right?
I know what it is. A lot of people on the groups are speculating Wolfman or Dracula, and it's definitely going to be Dracula. I mean,
It's got to be Dracula.
and then you have a lot of people are speculating who's going to be Van Helsing, like who's going to hunt them, who's So I've been fortunate to see a little bit of stuff, so but
Cool.
people are really starting to guess what this is going to be.
That's cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Like it looks very realistic, and it has that really strong aesthetic of the Universal monsters. So it's cool, man. Hunchback Leo sold out on Big Bad Toy Store, I think, after a few hours.
These things
So
are like bigger than your normal turtle figures. I mean, they're like 7-inch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm,
But you
I'm,
need.
I'm still trying to find Frankenstein Raphael, and we don't have it at the job either. So I might get on pre-order, and I think it comes out in like May. So it's hot. It's super hot.
Wow. Just more ways to print money. Crazy.
Speaking of the Universal monsters, NECA revealed the
Mommy.
Sarcophagus.
the sarcophagus. That's a cool accessory.
Yeah.
Yo, and another thing is they're not
I ordered
stopping.
it today.
They're
I
not.
did.
Good guy.
I got to have that thing because I got the mummy coming in, man. I got to have.
And
Yeah, I'm waiting for that and Wolfman.
oof, they're not gonna stop. Like that Frankenstein figure was probably one of the best figs that I guess it dropped this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last year,
Oh yeah, it's
2021.
yeah, last year.
But that was in my top 10. That was, like I said earlier, that was something I opened it up and it blew me away.
Yeah.
And the articulation is really good.
Yeah.
The expressions that they're great. That you really can't ask for a classic fig.
Yeah, I'm waiting for their Dracula to drop.
Oh man,
I've seen it.
Okay.
what?
Do share.
I've seen it. But it's the Bela Lugo, right? So it's like
Yeah, Bela Lugosi, yeah.
What Bela Lugosi is that?
Yeah,
How you imagine it? NECA lands the aesthetic to the T. It's like what you see in the movie is what you're getting in your hands. So
cool. Yeah, I've seen some other. I forget the name of who they were. Another line that did the Universal monsters, and they had the Dracula, and it was just not good.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not buying that.
Is that those 6-inch figures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did not look good. And then, are they doing Black Lagoon?
Oh man,
I think so. Right? Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, that's he's in like the top 4, right? So of the Universal family. It'd be cool if they did Invisible Man, or I don't think they'd ever do Phantom, but
really,
I think Invisible. No, I'm saying like I don't think they would, but Invisible Man would be cool, right? Like,
oh yeah. I'm in for all those Universal character.
Yeah, you know, what's cool is they do a colored version and then they also do like the noir. So
Yeah,
that's been successful. I think they could just keep pushing it. Like there's so many versions and repaints that they could do because of how nostalgic these things are.
yeah,
Like why wouldn't you want a Wolfman black and white? And I know other companies have done that already, but people like that shit. Like
yeah.
Yeah, I really can't wait to get that Wolfman.
yeah. But overall, I think Mezco had a really good release, and I'm very happy with what NECA put out. And actually, NECA is still releasing stuff this week. They're not finished dropping
No,
shit.
no, they put out some new Predators, and I was just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
this
Was it
Concrete
like,
Jungle.
what was the one the other day? It was like a shaman, like
Yeah,
predator.
Predator 2
Like
Shaman. Yeah,
it's like what they can't stop. Like they're not stopping with the predator shit or the alien stuff. And they're the only brand that are really. What's really cool about them is like they do all the Fox properties so well that I don't think they can stop. Like no one else is gonna compete with them because you can't get another Predator fig anywhere else, right? This consistently, like
there's a cheaper, and I don't know who makes it. I see them
yeah,
at Walmart,
yeah.
but they're
It
not.
looks like it looks like a kid's toy.
It's a
It
kid's
might be
toy. It's a
yeah.
kid's toy, but no, I've got a whole. I'm sitting here looking at how many Predators I have. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, about 9 right here, and they're already like outdated. I need to update to the new ones because they've updated their body articulation and molds and head sculpts
I-
stuff like that, and I'm just like,
so,
yeah.
so speaking of coming from a NECA perspective, and it's already happening. NECA is changing. Like your conventional toy is hand painted. So when you go to the store, you'll see inconsistencies in paint sometimes, right? So NECA is actually changed. They have changed a lot of the higher end licenses like horror to digital paint. So the way that they do it on computer will be 100% accurate in the product. So they started doing the Pennywise It Ultimate figure, and it's completely digital. It's done by machine, and it's like perfect. And you see all this, like how you showed us that Rorschach,
Yeah.
for likeness. You're gonna start seeing that in NECA product because they're using new paint methods and they're not done by hand anymore. So it's gonna get bigger and better for them.
Yeah.
Believe it.
Believe it.
That's what my friend that works at NECA told me.
And then they got RoboCop coming out. I've got, golly, they just don't stop.
I don't
Yeah,
know how they do it at the price point with all the stuff they're giving you.
so NECA, like they've been trying to get that RoboCop likeness for a long time, but Peter was it Peter what's his
Peter
name?
Weller. Yeah.
Peter Weller, yeah. So that took a while, but they have to get the actors' approval all the time. Otherwise, you start seeing some weird versions of these actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You start seeing all the weird Keatons that are close, but they're not exactly. But
Yeah,
no,
you start as you see figure arts. You see the figure arts 89,
Oh
which
god.
which I know. I showed that to Dunk in person, and Dunk said it wasn't that bad, and I agree. It wasn't articulation and suit wise. It's not a bad figure. It's just the face that gets a little weird.
yeah, it's the eyes that throw it off for me.
Yeah.
But no, I've been waiting for an unmasked RoboCop
Keaton.
for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah. Hopefully they do something.
all right. Anything else to talk about?
think that's it at the moment.
Yeah, that's a good one. We're
Yeah.
coming up on an hour
Covered a lot.
45. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is beefy.
Yeah.
You know what? This was the Toy Fair review, so you can't do 45 minutes or an hour. This is
No.
This is beefs.
This is a big week for toy reveals. So, all right, I think that's going to do it for us here at Grumps and Gramps. So, thank you for everyone that's tuned in. Please rate and review, subscribe,
Like, comment, subscribe,
share.
Comment.
Share, please.
Everyone fight the algorithm, man. Support your friends, support the creators.
Share, save the post.
Watch it with your family.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what to do. All right. Thank you very much.
Have a good one.
Later.